And he went out and got all these accolades during the offseason. He was MVP of every camp he went to just about. And when he came in, man, with the speed, it's a combination of speed and power and that Cali swag that he added to it, he'll run you over. He'll stiff arm you, drag you 5 or 10 yards.
Yeah.
He'll take 3-4 people with him. And then next time he'll come around that corner with a head of steam and he'll sidestep you. He'll sidestep you and he'll give you them quick hips and the quick 1-2, and he showed that Cali swag and that finesse.
Yeah.
So, and then he'll run away from you.
It will take off and separate himself.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Man.
it's scary because what people don't understand is he carried the ball 30 times one time in his career here. And that was the modern day game where he went for
8 touchdowns.
8 touchdowns, 400 and something yards.
Which they ended up winning state. And at that time, that was the biggest game of the season for anybody.
And then he carried the ball 20 times, probably only 4 or 5 times. I mean, you look at it, that Capital Christian game, he had 8 carries for almost 200 yards, and then he was out.
Because
the Saints game, he had 5 carries for 74 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he was out.
Video game.
He was having 5 and 8 carries, and he was out.
Still doing stuff, yeah.
And so I guarantee he probably had less carries than any back that had any type of numbers like he had. He had less carries by 100-some carries.
Yeah. Because there was times where I seen he wasn't really playing as much, but I mean, when he's in, he's effective.
Well, here's the kicker part about it, man, that people didn't understand. Is that the young man did pull his hamstring.
I seen that.
He pulled his hamstring against the Saints. Against Scripps Ranch.
Scripps Ranch. Oh, dang.
So the last 7 weeks, Rod Robinson did not practice one day.
He didn't.
No.
He just came out on game day, just rehab.
He didn't practice not one day. He went through treatment throughout the week. He would do a light warm-up walkthrough on Thursdays. And we put it on him. You give us what we can, we'll use you more like a decoy. We don't want you to hurt yourself any more, but we'll use you as a decoy. You let us know what you can do. If it's a big hole, do not try to open up and run.
Yeah, don't try to burst that hammer.
So you seen him run, but you also seen how mature he was. He slowed down.
He did, and he'll bring that stiff arm out.
He brought the stiff arm out. He went down when he needed to. He went out of bounds when he needed to.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't try to do too much. And the crazy part is he was still going for 100 and 200 yards while doing so.
Yeah, I mean, the CIF game, what did he have, 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
I was like, man.
He had 20 carries for 100-something yards, and it was a cold night, and it was bothering him. And I was scared for him. I was like, I think he injured it more celebrating. And I was like, what are you jumping for, man? You can't be jumping around.
We got another one.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, my, because he jumped, and I seen the look on his face, and I told his dad, I said, oh, my goodness. He going to hurt himself celebrating.
Yeah.
And so it was crazy, man. But in that state game, I had no idea that he had a record with 4 touchdowns.
That was a state record?
Yeah.
4 touchdowns?
4 touchdowns in the state championship.
That was a good game.
And he went for 200-something yards on 16 carries. And I'm saying, and it was a late game again. He didn't bring his warming device that he wore that made him feel better and more loose.
The hammy.
And I'm like, dude, again, if this dude could have went for 300 yards plus in every single game in the postseason.
Healthy-wise, yeah, I think.
Easy.
I think it would have been like Dylan Baxter type of.
Yes, crazy. So for him to do what he was doing on one leg and not practicing at all,
with the maturity as well, it's ridiculous, man. You'll see him like burst through the hole. He's getting towards the sideline. He's kind of limping. I'm like, man, that's a hammy.
Man.
But going back to when I first met Rod, I met Rod his junior year when he was with the baseball team. I was helping out the baseball team here, and he's a lefty. So he gets up there taking batting practice. All I see is woof, woof. And I'm talking about baseball's hitting the small gym, the top of the gym.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man. And I seen him play junior year. But the thing about it, the number one thing I took from meeting him just kind of in person and talking to him was his mindset. His mindset really was, man, I'm asking about NL ideas. I'm like, man, you got to hop on that. I'm good, dog. Like,
man.
not really tripping. You know, I mean, his
in
mindset.
this day and age with NIL on the table, I mean, every high school wanted to get Rod away from here. You know, it's his senior year. He went on that circuit, man, and was at all these all-star camps and stuff like that. And, you know, he told me, yeah, there was other teams saying, there was teams that were saying, hey, man, you need to come play with us, and, you know, we can relocate you and all this stuff. But that's not his character.
No, it's not.
At all. That's not his parents' character. His father's not going for that. He's not going for that. All the schools coming through, and, you know, and you know, there's always people calling about NIL deals and things like that, and he just wasn't interested in none of it.
Yeah, he's really just about the game.
Yeah, he's focused on where am I going to go and become the best player that I could possibly be. I mean, doing this, Ron could have graduated end of his junior year.
Really? And
He had already had enough credits. He only needed one class. He could have took it end of his junior year, but he didn't because he knew he wanted to come and play ball.
Finish.
But he knew he was going to leave early. He didn't take the easy road out. He still took 2 AP classes and 2 college courses.
Wow.
That was his course load during the season.
Wow.
And he knew he was leaving. And he maintained a 3.87 GPA.
Man.
You know, which says a lot about this young man. And his dad was not cutting no corners. If you're not coming in with at least 2 A's and 2 B's, then we're going to have a problem. You know, Rod's yes, sir, no, sir, all the time.
Yeah.
Very respectful. He's going to have a very bright future.
Yeah, I agree. You know,
Because it's not about the money. It's not about the NIL stuff. It's a kid that loves football. And so we don't have a lot of that anymore. Everyone's always looking for a quick fix. Money, we need to get paid. I need this, I need that. I get it, I understand. It's that day and age, yeah, you do deserve certain things. But too much of it is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
As we're going to see.
Yeah.
We're going to see within this. Yes, indeed.
I agree.
It's too much of it. They're not going to focus on playing. You got
Nah.
kids making more than their coaches and different things like that.
Yeah,
It's going to be a disaster. They have no financial literacy, no
Yeah.
understanding of how to manage money and anything like that. I'm all about it, but there need to be some guidelines.
Yeah.
And if you're going into it with the wrong mindset, the wrong mentality, it's going to ruin some programs, and most importantly, it's going to ruin some families.
Because, man, money really don't change the person. It changes the person around them.
Yes.
For the most part. Man, yeah, I think with Rod, we might be talking about another potential Heisman winner, Super Bowl MVP, or something like that. You know, I think he has the potential to do a lot.
He stays healthy and continue to work like he's working. I gave him a call last night just to check on him, and it lasted all of 10 seconds. He answered the phone. He was so excited. You know, hey, what's up? How you doing, Coach? What's up, Rod? What you doing? I'm playing some. You know, they playing on the PlayStation with his teammates and stuff in the dorms. And I said, all right, Rod, get back to what you're doing, man. As long as you still, you know, you being a kid right now and you're having fun and you're enjoying college life, that's all I needed to hear.
Man, I'm happy.
He didn't big time me. He didn't. It's not. You know. He's being a kid and he's having fun, so he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he will. Man, thank God he has someone like you as well in his corner too. Last question. We're gonna let you get out of here because we probably got recruiters calling. I don't know. Hopefully, some big time out of town team want to call, get on the schedule if it's not done or something.
Well, they got UCLA, Oregon State, and Oregon. They were in the front office, but Coach Carter's taking care of it for me.
He's got it. Oh man, see, like the factory.
Yes,
you see
indeed.
it right here and there. So my last question of you, for you, we both know that life doesn't last forever. A person is only here for X amount of time. What type of legacy would you like to leave here on Earth when it's all said and done?
Well, I think what the kids are starting to understand, and the community and stuff is starting to understand, is that we care about our kids more than football. And I think I summed it up best is that one of my former players, it was a senior, and he was talking to a freshman, And I just overheard him saying, hey, man, Coach Dunn is only here to help you. You know what I'm saying? He said, you're screwing up. I was screwing up as a freshman. You know, sophomore. He said, don't run from him. If you come in that door, he's going to help you. And I heard him say that, and that's the God's honest truth. I have an open door policy. Just come in here and let's talk about it and figure out how we can make it better. You know what I'm saying? That's part of my foundation. The day-to-day foundation is built on that. You know, different things happen on different days, and sometimes we need mentorship, guidance, the right word, whether it's what you want to hear or not what you want to hear, but truth, to help you become a better person. And to hear the kids telling the younger kids, hey, go in there, you're going to become a better student. You're going to become a better player. You're going to become a better man. You're going to become a better person. That means the world to me, because when people look at us in Southeast San Diego, they say we're supposed to be a certain way.
Certain way, yeah, exactly.
You know, it's most of the time it's negative. So to get the kids to believe and understand that, you know, no matter who you are and what nationality you are.
Yeah.
You know, my job, my goal is to try to help everyone be better.
You're doing a good job of it, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate your time. Just right before I get out of here, I just want to share that Coach Dunn helped me get to college. I remember there was a situation where TCU wanted me to film a video and stuff, and Mission Bay was getting redone. They're taking the grass out and all that. Coach Dunn ended up hooking it up, provided the field. We had Jeff Garcia out here too, throwing to me. Coach Dunn helped out, camera crew and all that. And it didn't even stop there. I forgot to mention before that, I had it was a blessing, it was a privilege to play under Coach Dunn in the All-Star game my senior year when I wasn't really getting recruited a lot. And it was just a whole new flavor, a whole different style of coaching. I got to be his player for a week. And when I say this man is dedicated, this man is super dedicated. It was an all-star game. It was maybe about 12 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. This is a story from Coach Rolando Rivera. He said that they were up going over offensive lineman schemes for so long they ended up falling asleep. And this is not Lincoln High School I'm talking about. This is an all-star game out in L.A., San Diego versus L.A. So just wanted to kind of give you guys a little background on what this man has done for me personally. And also just with this episode, give a little background on him, find out where his motivation comes from, and then just to kind of see how the factory became the factory.
Well, it also with you, Andre, you know, the work ethic, what you did in the classroom, and what showed a student athlete playing multiple sports, staying on top of your game, and never quitting, never giving up. You know, when things were slow for you, you kept working. So when you need an opportunity, of course, we're going to do whatever we can to provide it for you. Whether you was a student here or not, you still are part of our community. Okay, so anytime that you need anything, we're going to be here. You know, whether it's a field to use, conversation, communication, whatever the case may be, we're going to be here for you as well. And I'm so proud of you, not only for, you know, attending TCU and everything went pretty good there, and then moving to Portland State. We talked about the move there, and coming back with your degree and continuing to work in different areas to better yourself and keep things going. I'm proud of you and inspired by you.
Thanks, Coach.
Because you are, as a young man, you're doing great things. And anytime you need me, I'm here.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you
so much,
Coach.
Love.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Man, I don't got that Lincoln love, but I got the Lincoln Bay love.
Yes, indeed.
I didn't go to Lincoln, but I went to Lincoln Bay.